Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 232. What that has a name when things are symmetrical number wise.
If it was a word, it would be palindrome.
232. I'm your host Ricky. With me, as always, we got Dennis.
What's up?
Supergirl's up.
We are talking about Supergirl. We're doing a new one this week. I had a question I meant to ask you before we started, not to distract from Supergirl, but like, what is so this is the new thing for this week, but like, what's the plan going forward for the next few weeks? Are we doing X-Men every week?
Well, I think we do first 3 X-Men.
Right, but I said X-Men every week, like as on the show. Are we talking X-Men?
Yeah, I think we can write X-Men every week till Comic-Con.
Okay, so Dark Knight Rises is going to be after Comic-Con then.
It will be after. We're probably not going to get to Dark Knight Rises till August.
Yeah, because Spider-Man also.
Yeah,
which I do have my tickets for, by the way.
I do not. I don't know. I'm assuming we're going to see it at Comic-Con.
Yeah, I just bought Friday 40X tickets for the week after Comic-Con because that way I won't be mad because it's still 40X and it'll be fun. You know what I mean? Like, I
can midnight a Spider-Man solo, so I feel pretty good about that if need be.
If need be, he says.
But I'm and I don't know anything. I'm gonna assume we're gonna be watching. There will be an opportunity to watch a Spider-Man at Comic-Con.
Maybe. But I'm not holding my breath for that.
Yeah.
I'm okay either way. Okay, so I just wanted to know the game plan going forward is we're going back to Marvel after this week.
Yeah, you got to go to Dave's Hot Chicken to order your X-Men 97 meal.
I'm aware. Lindsay sent that.
You get your little toy.
I'm aware. I'm happy with the toys I have, though. So, but there you go. Supergirl is the last DC thing we'll be talking about for the next month, I think. But we will talk about that later this evening on the show. But in the meantime, we like to get warmed up with a little, what have you been nerding out on?
Ooh. What have I been nerding out
on? You would think after 232 episodes, you would be prepared for that question.
I never am, because I feel like I do a lot of non-nerdy stuff for work or for in my outside of this.
Okay.
I injured myself golfing. Or not.
That's the opposite of nerdy for sure.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like
are you okay?
in a non-contact sport.
Are you okay?
I mean, I haven't gotten looked at, but it hurts.
Oh my god.
It hurts my body.
That's not good.
What other non? I don't know. I've been doing a lot of AI shit for work, and these tools are scary. These tools do not need to exist. The amount of shit you can do with them is borderline irresponsible sometimes, and it's crazy.
Yeah,
we need laws against us now.
Yeah, they're not going to do it. It's not in the plan, man.
I know.
Too many people at the top of the food chain are making a lot of money off firing people and replacing them with AI.
Yeah.
That's how it works, man. That's how it works. Well, that was a bummer.
Well, actually, no. I saw another movie outside of Supergirl.
Okay.
I saw Jackass 5.
Ah, that's one I need to go see.
It's so those movies are like a studio's best friend, right? Because
I should clarify when I say I need to go see it because I have a movie pass. If I didn't have a movie pass, I would not even consider.
Well, I like those movies. Have a special place in my heart.
I understand.
Because like they, they're like the original. you would see wild shit on Jackass, right? And then now you can just go on TikTok and watch a bunch of people do crazy shit. But before that, you would have to go watch Jackass, and then every couple of years you get a movie, which is even crazier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of neat to like put a nice cherry on top of what this saga is.
I thought the last one was the cherry on top.
I thought so too, but this one it's a little weird because it's like 50-50 on new stuff and like greatest
Yeah,
hits.
that's what I heard. Yeah.
I think some of the new stuff is novel, but it's also like they are all very old now.
How many of them are still alive?
All of them but one. Just the one died.
Okay.
It has the gross factor is definitely still in there.
They get a robot to finger the dude's butt, right?
They do. Someone breaks. Oh,
that sounds really dangerous.
There's multiple fingers and butts that cause harm to people.
Yeah. No duh. No.
They show some clips. I think the most exciting part of the movie was like some of the clips from the first like pilot ideas that Johnny had shot to get this movie sold.
Okay.
And some of those are like, holy shit, this is like there is a reason why these never saw the light of day.
Yeah.
And then there's an infamous Brad Pitt skit that they show where they kidnap Brad Pitt, and that's like a whole thing to finally see it. It's like that's kind of crazy. These are things that you can no longer just do.
Yeah.
In an era before cell phones, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty crazy.
But it's fun. It's a good. Those movies are a good time for even. Funny, I saw one of my coworkers who was younger who had never seen. I think they saw the last movie and that was it, and it was just like, why do you guys watch this? Like, what's the point of all this? Like, you don't get it. You don't understand.
I know. It's. I mean, in fairness, there's a lot of people that say that about He-Man also. So like,
yeah,
some things aren't like. The reality is like my generation is still being catered to for a little while longer because of the amount of disposable income we have versus the younger. So they're going to make things that unfortunately have a lot of old people in them, or reference old people or stuff like that. But I promise you, younger people, if you happen to ever come across our show, which you're probably not, it's not much longer before we're not catered to anymore. So it's the writing's on the wall. We know.
Yeah.
We know. It's okay. It's all in cycles. Everybody gets their turn. I will check that one out at some point. Not high on my list. I do have tickets for Spider-Man and I do have tickets for the Odyssey. Those are my next big.
The Odyssey.
I heard a long time ago a rumor that all the opening night showings for the Odyssey in IMAX were sold out. I learned that was not true, and I got tickets for IMAX for the Thursday night. But in fairness, I have to sit in the handicap seats. Those were not sold out. All the ones behind it were.
So what you're saying is find a handicap seat.
Could, or you could find a friend that's in a wheelchair that needs a ride to the movies, Ricky.
They did open up some more. They squeezed in another opening night IMAX screening at the Spectrum that I could move my tickets to because I'm thinking on this. I think it's Sunday morning. Or,
that's funny.
Oh man!
Check the handicap seats because you might be surprised.
Okay. Tip, an unethical pro tip here.
No. I'm saying bring a friend of yours that may be handicapped. I'm talking about you specifically, not the audience.
Okay.
Or don't bring them, but then don't get the tickets if you're not going to do it. That's all I'm saying.
I'll get the tickets and then consider bringing.
All right. I'm not endorsing any shenanigans. Okay.
Okay.
I'm telling you, go find a friend that can justify you getting seats for the time you want to see it.
Okay.
It's not shady if you bring the friend. Okay. if you don't bring the friend, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know.
Okay.
I don't want to know. What have I been nerding out on? You ask. Oh, thanks for asking,
Yeah.
Ricky. Uh, I've been pretty engrossed in Cyberpunk 2077 when I get a chance to play that one. That is that's a really cool game that I can't believe I waited 6 years to play. It's really awesome. I've also finished Mall Shadow Lord. It's pretty good, pretty good. I will say,
Where does
I
that
think
end? Have they caught up to Solo?
they catch up to Solo pretty quick.
Okay.
It's pretty close to Solo. Like there's a Solo tie-in at the end of the show.
Is it
Um,
Dryden? Dryden boss?
it's Dryden Voss, not voiced
Okay.
by Paul Bettany at all.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it was
Could
kind
have
of a
got
bummer.
him.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, the show I thought it was going to be like a mini series, but it's clearly a series, so it's to be continued. I will say, I know that I missed the boat. I missed the train on like when it was coming out. You know, everybody was saying this is the best thing this year. I will say, recency bias is wild, and that's why I typically really enjoy the shows where we talk about something old versus something current, because I think that when recency, when things come out and they're fresh, everybody wants to say something about it, and I know we're guilty of the two. Don't get me wrong, um, but man, when I see the people that reviewed this thing and how much they gushed over it, it ain't that good, guys. It's good. It's good. It's not
It's
that good.
I know a lot of people. It's Sam
Fine.
Whitworth, right? The voice of Darth Maul.
Whitwer. Yeah.
I know a lot of people like him. Like my whole thing with like these shows and even like the MCU in that extent, it's like these are good. I don't want to say filler, right? But they're. I always look at these as like, all right, now we're gonna get them back, right? Back in the movies or back in live action. Like it's good primer to bring them back.
I mean,
It's like
I
the
mean, they did try in Solo. Like,
yeah. It's like to me, it's like minor league baseball, right? It's like all right, let's get these guys cooking
mm,
again
I,
before.
I I honestly disagree. I think that I like I think things like Breaking Bad and Andor and The Mandalorian have taught me that long form storytelling has way more to offer nowadays than a movie, a
Well, let me
singular
rephrase.
movie. You know?
Get these guys back into live action.
I'm not gonna disagree with you there. I understand that people have a bias towards animation, but
Mhm.
for me, I will say this: the last three episodes of that season, um, some excellent Star Wars, really, really cool, very impressive, very cool choreography, very fun surprise battle. I don't know. Do you know what happens at the end?
I think I know Dryden shows up and that's it.
Oh, well, I'll spoil it because people have been sitting not sleeping on this one for a while. The entire last episode is a 20-minute lightsaber battle between Darth Maul and Darth Vader.
Oh,
It's pretty
that's not
cool.
exciting for me.
It's like it's technically the first time they've met
Mm.
or they battled together. Like so, Darth Maul has no idea who he is at this moment in the timeline. He's just like, who the hell's this guy? You know. But what I thought was really cool is that they had the balls to make the entire episode a
The fight.
lightsaber battle. Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
was like, where are they getting this stamina? This is 20 minutes of fighting. This is crazy, you know. So, but it was pretty cool. Uh, but yeah, they introduce a lot of new characters in this season, and they all die. Like they just a bunch of them die. Like it's just like, yeah, we're not really gonna invest in most of these. Like we know you're just here for Darth Maul and maybe Darth Vader a little bit, you know. So so yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a fun show, but I do think it's a bit overhyped when it came out. It's fine. It's a fun show. If it was live action, I could see what you're saying. It would be pretty crazy if I saw Darth Vader and Darth Maul fight live action.
I mean, there's reasons why we're not gonna get Darth Maul again in live action, but
um, It could
Is
happen. It could happen.
is a Bad Batch done? Like, so is this the only animated Star Wars thing going on right now?
No, there was also
I know they do the Visions.
they did Tales of the Underworld or something like that too, right? Like
Oh,
before
like,
for
but those
this
are
one.
like that's just like a one shot every year.
They kind of do, yeah, small short ones. I think right now Maul might be the only animated show on TV right now, possibly. I could be wrong. Um, but yeah, I finished that one, and then I've also caught up on My Adventures with Superman. Freaking love that show. It's
They're
adorable.
bringing in the Green Lantern soon.
Really, that's cool. That's really
Oh,
cool.
yeah, she's getting her own show. I feel like we talked about this.
Oh yeah. We did,
Yeah.
huh? It's a spin.
Uh,
It's same
oh
creative team,
shit,
right?
who's voicing her? Moana. Uh, Eloy. Eloy. I can't remember her name.
Okay. She's
Moana's
playing.
voicing.
Is she playing Jessica Cruz?
Yeah, she's playing Jessica
Yeah,
Cruz.
I figured. It's That's exciting because like I love this show. It's so fun. It's just so much fun, and like it
Actually,
reminds me.
I'm
It
gonna
reminds
add
me
that
of
to the
like.
news.
Did you ever watch like Sailor Moon or Pokemon a lot? Like
Hmm.
it's got vibes like those kind of shows. You know what I mean? Like it's got like silly anime humor in it, and it just makes it very lighthearted, but like you still get Superman lore in there, and you get like cool battles and stuff. It's just like it's an anime, but it's produced by America. You know what I mean? It's very cool. It's really fun
Oh
to
shit, the
watch.
Bears back too. Fuck.
Yep, yep. I
Did
also
you watch the?
found. What were you gonna say?
I'll say, did you watch the Gary one shot thing from the Bear?
Nah, not
No.
yet. No, I have not. But I will say I also watched some ridiculously trashy movies on Tubi.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I watched Don't Fuck in the Woods and Don't Fuck in the Woods 2.
I mean, are they? Do they
What?
fuck in the woods?
Yeah, but then they
Why?
die.
Why don't you want to fuck in the woods?
Because every horror movie teaches you that. When you do it, you end up
But
dead.
like, what's the who's the wood fucking killer?
It's a monster that's like
Okay, so it's
attracted
like
to like, yeah, it's attracted
sex.
to the, yeah, kind of
All right,
thing. Yeah.
that's
It goes
clever.
around, it just kills everybody, but they do have sex.
All right.
It's funny. They're both pretty funny movies. I did not expect to find those in my life ever. 2B it's got all the rare gems over there, man. I'm telling you, some
You gonna
weird
watch
shit.
Evil
Weird shit.
Dead next week?
I'm kind of excited for Evil Dead Burn. A little bit,
I know it's your
a little
jam.
bit. I don't know that I have the time next week, but if I do, I'm gonna make time for
Oh,
that.
you watched Obsession.
I did. I did. And did we not do the show between?
No,
Like, did we not talk about? Did we not talk about
no,
that?
no.
Fantastic movie. Fantastic.
You haven't seen the backrooms yet.
No, I've heard mixed things about that one.
Do you know? But do you know about the backrooms, like
Yeah,
lore?
yeah,
Okay,
I do.
Obsession. That movie's crazy.
They did the backrooms in an episode of either was it Black Mirror or Twilight Zone or something like
It
that
was Twilight Zones.
a couple years
Obsessions
ago.
is about to make more than. I think if it's not how it's done already, it will make more than Sinners.
Have
Which
you seen
is
it?
no.
It's really good. It's super good. The thing I didn't realize, like by the way, that like I know it won't happen because it's a horror movie, but I will just say the main actress of that movie deserves an Oscar nomination for sure. She is that amazing in that movie. She carries the whole movie.
If
Carries the
Weapons can get
whole
a
movie.
nomination, I think she could have a case.
Yeah, but
It
I
definitely
didn't.
should be up there for
But
what
the
it's doing.
thing, but the thing I didn't know until I went home and looked it up is
Mhm.
that girl. I know her. She
She's
is
Superman
from.
Lois.
Yeah, she's the neighbor that the one that Jordan I think is obsessed with in multiple seasons of Superman and Lois, and I just couldn't tell because she's grown up now. You know what I mean? She was probably like 18 or 19 when she started doing Superman and Lois, but She's like 25 now, and I just did not even recognize her. But also, she got to act way more than she does in Superman and Lois. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not a Kent in Superman and Lois, you probably don't get the best parts in
I
that.
kind of don't care about anyone else but Superman or Lois in the Superman or Lois show.
That's fair. You should care about the kids a little bit, though. Like,
Mm.
they're Kents too, you know. So, but yeah, it gets the further away you get from the family tree, the less you care about them, and the less scenes they get. Right? Like they don't get as much. Steel's all right in that show. It's fun. But anyways, yeah, I was really blown away by her performance, and it is a really fun
That dude
movie.
is making bank now.
I can't
He
believe
is.
how many people were in the theater when I saw it that day. It was so many, and it was weeks
On
after it came out.
contrast, I was one of 5 people when I watched Supergirl.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer. I saw it. I saw it with a full.
Oh man, I didn't see a later
semi
showing,
full.
but
I saw it with
still.
a semi full audience. Like it was a 4 o'clock on a Thursday, so it wasn't like a packed crowd. You know what I mean? But yeah, well, that's a bummer. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, Backrooms and Obsession are just killing the crap out of everything else
Yeah.
right now. It's pretty funny.
Apparently, Curry Barker, he's doing a sequel in the same universe. He has like 3 movies lined up. Another
He's doing a
separate movie
sequel?
coming out. It might the way he's phrasing it though, it's like an anthology, a monkey's paw anthology type of thing.
Okay, so it's not necessarily the Wishing Willow in all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it's just a different wish.
Oh, it is. Okay.
But yeah, that's kind of the conceit. And then he's doing the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He gets that too.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay. But yeah, highly recommend. That one's great. Also, Superman and Lois, Superman and Lois is great too. But My Adventures with Superman is great too. So, which also this season of the show has Supergirl as a regular character on the show. So if you don't like the movie, or if you can't get enough of Supergirl, go check her out on this show. It's really fun. It's on HBO Max every Sunday morning at 6 a.m.
Well,
it's a weird time to put a show on, but they do it.
That is weird. But not as weird as this week's news.
Let's go.
All right. First up in Marvel's Tokun. Tokun? Right? Tokun. We got Tokun. We got 3 new characters announced. You're going to be getting a Blade, a Loki, and a Deadpool. First time Loki's been in a fighting game.
Was Robbie Reyes already announced before?
Yeah, Robbie's been announced.
Okay, I couldn't remember. Yeah,
it's got. I will say it is clever. The Deadpool skill set.
First time Deadpool's been in a fighting game?
Loki's been in a fighting game.
Oh, Loki. Okay, gotcha. That makes more sense. Yeah.
But Deadpool's character, his move set is he does moves from other characters from other fighting games.
Oh, I saw a Toasty. I saw him do a Toasty.
Yeah, you get the Toasty, the Scorpion, get over here.
Okay.
Right. There's a lot of nods to other
homages.
It's a very Deadpool way to handle that.
Okay. Does he do a Hadouken?
I don't know if he does a Hadouken.
Okay.
But I do know we got another Comic-Con exclusive announcement. Mattel Creations is going to be dropping a Masters of the Universe Jim Bro Skeletor action figure.
So you have confirmed that it is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive?
It will be released during San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that means, though.
Gotcha. I will be honest. I don't know that I specifically need this toy, but I'll probably buy it and then decide whether or not I keep it afterwards.
I think I don't need it, but I'm the same. I will say, though, in the movie, he's wearing Nike garb.
Oh, is he?
Because obviously the nepo baby connection with that film. So I was a little bummed that they couldn't swing it for the toy. A little swoosh on there,
Um, yeah, I don't know that I care that much, but
but
that's expensive for sure for Mattel to do that. I mean, there's a wrestler named CM Punk that has like tattoos of Cobra logo and Pepsi on his shoulders, and when you buy the toy, it's just no tattoo on those parts of the arms. It's because Mattel's not playing. They don't feel like
yeah.
including that kind of stuff. So
This guy's cool though. I do enjoy. I mean, even just for you, the weights might be useful.
yes, that's honestly what I'm eyeballing when I'm looking at that toy. Like it comes with the whole weight set, and so
Like with a rack too, right?
yeah, I believe there's a rack in the background too. Yes, I could be wrong. It might be part of the box art or whatever, but yeah, I think there is a rack. It's very cool. It's very cool. I love it.
Oh, it is part of the box here, but yeah, it's still a full on set.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and it really does celebrate a very magical moment in that movie. I know that people are upset about this being an exclusive from what I've read online, but like, let's be honest. I think this is a fantastic exclusive if it is one because it's so niche. It's very niche.
Not enough people saw this movie to be pissed about it being.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Exactly. So I don't think that anybody who doesn't want this figure isn't going to get this figure. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you're going to get it in the aftermarket. You might pay a little extra, but it's, I think they know exactly how many of these they need to make for their fans. So I like it. It's cool. It's a very hilarious moment in the movie. So I'm happy that like this got made because when I came home from that movie, I was like, they need to make that toy. They need to make it. But I want all the toys or I would like to see them make all the toys of, every outfit,
you got
every outfit Skeletor wore in that movie. It's too good. It's too good. But I'm happy. I'm getting more and more hyped every week for Comic-Con. I still think I have not seen an exclusive Beat Jada toys for the heads. The
heads are pretty good.
The beat up portrait is just one of the best ideas ever. And releasing the first figure of an Invincible line at Comic-Con, that's ballsy, man. That's really big. That's a ballsy move. So, but I should stop hyping Jada toys. Otherwise, we're gonna have a problem with the lines when we get there.
Well, in not good news,
No.
off is apparently thinking about shutting down Arcane Studio or Arcane down the studio that is currently working on the Blade game that they announced 2 years back.
Why is this the worst time for Blade? Like this timeline sucks for Blade right now.
Well, I think Microsoft's cutting a lot of shit right now, and this just seems to be collateral damage.
But, I know.
But
at least.
Well, I mean,
Blades and Tokon.
Look, if I was making a Blade game, I'd be pretty pissed if the other thing that would boost the Blade stock is not happening, or other.
Yeah, that's true. It just seems like a really no-brainer of a game, though. Like, let me go around and kill vampires all day long. You know what I mean?
Did you enjoy the Blade 2 game?
I didn't know there was a Blade 2 game.
Or is it Blade 2? Or there is a Blade, like from the movie, there is a game.
I was not aware of that. Yeah. I did not know that.
I remember playing those games very young and not liking them because they were scary.
Okay. Well, I'll have to look that up.
And then last bit of news, we kind of touched on earlier, but Warner Brothers Animation announced 3 new DC TV series. First one off the bat, which is kind of crazy, is there is going to be an absolute Batman show.
Why do you think that's crazy?
I think it's how recent that comic is.
Do you know?
I don't think it's hard.
Do you know it's the #1 selling comic right now?
Yes. This thing is saved DC Comics and has put them ahead a
Do
marvel
you
in the
know
comic
that?
space.
Do you know that in the mid 1990s, the number one selling comic was X-Men,
Hmm.
and shortly after that, there was a cartoon. Money
Right.
talks, man. Money talks. I'm not surprised in the slightest that Absolute Batman is getting a show, a cartoon. Like, you got to strike while the iron's hot, and I'm
I think
very
that's what
impressed.
it is. Things don't typically move this fast anymore.
Yeah, but they know that they need to, right?
Mhm.
We need to be doing that kind of thing. So, like, I'm just saying, like, I think Fox
All I'm
was
saying is this
smart enough to.
Batman doesn't kill some cops in that show. Dirty cops.
What are you
In
talking
that show.
about? This Batman don't go around killing.
Yeah, he does.
I
Absolute
haven't
Batman.
I haven't seen him kill.
There's like a whole story where he kills the Klan.
Oh, does he? Okay, I haven't gotten that far.
Yeah, this
I've seen
Batman
it.
definitely kills.
I've seen him intentionally cut people's arms off, like with his axe, and say how he managed to avoid any any part that would cause him to bleed to death. And it's pretty funny. He goes out of his way. I'm like, you're severing limbs, bro. I don't know how. You know they're not going to die of that, but I'm glad that you think they're not going to die of that. So. But
Well,
I'll read ahead. I'll read ahead to find out. But I do like this Batman because he is significantly less problematic.
yes.
Yeah.
We're also getting
Just to be clear, I'm not mad if there is an issue where he goes around killing the Klan. Okay, like there are special exceptions where it's okay. You know, like
kills
that's
members.
that, and we have no problem with that, right? Like, wait,
Yeah, no, we don't.
okay, just making sure. Just making sure.
We will regret these statements 10 years down in our future. Oh
I'm
man.
just saying, I want my fictional character to do fictionally cool stuff.
Crypto. We're getting a crypto show.
Does he go around killing Klan members?
I think this crypto definitely kills Klan members.
Okay, cool. He's getting. Is it based on the one from the movies?
There's no tagline.
Okay,
Yeah,
but
it's there's no.
It's not the Rock though, right? It's not Dwayne the Rock
It's not the
Johnson.
Rock. It's the Rock is not
Okay,
going to be.
Okay, cool. I would
That
rather
would be
have
actually hilarious if it is the Rock
and Kevin Hart.
and Kevin Hart. But the news with the crypto story is it's done by the same people who did Chowder.
Okay.
I don't know if you watched.
I don't think I've ever watched Chowder.
Chowder's great. And then number 3.
Yeah, this one
we get Joker Laugh Riot. When the Batman is murdered, the Joker launches a ruthless crusade through Gotham's underworld to find the killer who took away his greatest adversary. Yeah, it's got an interesting tagline.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Like, I don't know that I care about that story, but yeah, I get it. It's an Elseworld story. It's fine. It's fine. Like Elseworlds are cool. Let's let it play out before I judge it. It's fine. I'm all about that absolute Batman and that Green Lantern.
And the Green Lantern. Green Lantern is in the same universe as My Adventures with Superman.
Yeah.
And this is also on top of the Mr. Terrific show that they're still working on. Sorry, not Mr. Terrific. What's this escape artist guy?
Oh, Scott Free. Now, Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle. Yeah.
Yeah.
The other Mr. Which the Mr. Miracle show, if I'm not mistaken, is canon to the films.
Okay. All right. Okay. I hope it's better than Creature Commandos. That's all I want. I've heard they've shown posters for the season 2 of Creature Commandos also.
Yep.
At the same event that announced all those other ones that you were just talking.
I mean, poster. It's like it's the same. It's the people that you know who are going to be in it.
I've seen characters that weren't in the first season.
Yeah, like King Shark and Nosferatu.
Okay, well, I didn't know about Nosferatu. Like
they're in the end of the first season.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, they're all in the
You're
jail.
right. Okay. Well, I don't know that that means that they're going to be in the show. Like sometimes you just populate the jail.
Nosferatu is Sydney Chandler from Aliens.
Oh, well, let's see how that goes. I hear she's fun to work with.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the the aliens cast just had a lot of documented issues with her. Mostly just getting her to do the job of publicizing their, their show. You know what I mean? She's not very PR friendly, is what it is. Really.
Oh,
So
I did not know this.
yeah, there's a Vanity Fair. They did a Vanity Fair
That's
photo
exactly
shoot.
what I'm reading right now.
Yeah, and they felt really weird because they couldn't. They had to do it without her because issues. Yeah, and so it felt really
All
awkward
right.
for them to have.
Well,
Yeah,
I hope her dad can be a good Green Lantern.
her dad will be an excellent Green Lantern. That I have no doubt about. No doubt at all. But anyways, that was fun. I enjoyed that news. Are we ready to talk about Supergirl?
Ready? Supergirl. Sorry, I accidentally just deleted all my notes for this.
Nice. You can undo that though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. Here, I'll get you started while you get your notes out. Supergirl is a 2026 movie that's the follow up to 2025's Superman from James Gunn. This is a continuation of the same universe and a continuation of the same Supergirl that we met at the end of that movie. This one is directed by Craig Gillespie, and it is a direct, I wouldn't say direct, it's an adaptation of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, a comic that is actually pretty recent as well, written by Tom King, that follows, Supergirl as she meets a girl named Ruthie, who has her parents killed by a guy named Krem, and they go on an adventure across the galaxy, trying to kind of reconcile their own issues that they each have with dealing with grief, right? And
Mhm.
so on paper, this is a very faithful adaptation of that, But I will say, full disclosure, that is all the information I've picked up just from like internet osmosis and stuff, and seeing people talk about the entire plot of the comic because I have not read the comic myself. I'm not a big Tom King fan, and I know Ricky has probably not read that book either, uh, because that's usually my job to go and read the books. But I did not read it, mostly just because I don't really love Tom King. So
Oh,
that
you did
said,
Visions. I read. Okay, yeah,
what's up?
I read some of the Visions.
What
He
vision?
did the Visions. Sorry, the comics. Tom King.
Oh, you mean the Marvel character Vision?
The Visions. Yeah, he did the whole Vision family thing.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went into this fresh, right? Because like
Mhm.
I didn't have that baggage that sometimes I carry into movies. You know what I mean? Like I own it. We talked about it last week, right? Like I go into movies sometimes with a lot of baggage. I felt happy to be able to go into this movie without very little baggage at all. That said, I do know extensive lore about Supergirl and Superman in that universe and everything. So it's not like I went in blind, but I didn't know Ruthie and I didn't know Krem, and I'm not the biggest Lobo fan. Like I've just never been in my life.
Mhm.
I've read Lobo comics for sure. I can definitely tell you that he has the same kind of energy that Deadpool has nowadays in the comics. Like
Yeah.
it's a very comparable kind of
Same
vibe.
Venn diagram.
Yeah, same Venn diagram for sure. But yeah, I think ultimately this movie, if you really look at it as two women who are trying to help each other overcome great loss in their lives, I think this is a really cool movie for doing that. I just think as a superhero movie, it doesn't check all the boxes that I would like it to. But I do think it's a good adventure movie, and it's a really cool exploration of what makes Supergirl distinguished from Superman, right? And so I think it does a lot of things that I needed it to do for a Supergirl movie. I just don't think it wowed me with cool villains or cool set pieces or a lot of extra new lore that I didn't have going in, right? Is that fair? Is that a fair assessment?
I think so. Look, it's definitely a choice as you're building a universe, right? Your first movie is Superman, and then immediately go to Supergirl.
I've been saying that for a whole
It's a
year.
weird choice just because like they're very similar power wise. Like there's
Yeah.
nothing that one can't do over the other. So the difference in them is character, which I think you can tell there's a story in that.
Yes.
But I'm not
I
ready. I'm not ready to leave that Earth yet. So it's just kind of like a big shift to like, oh, well, now we're just chilling in space, and then for
yeah.
we're kind of I don't say we're doing the same thing, but like there's nothing new in terms of what she's doing. But
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think it's a bad movie. Like I look this movie right now is going to make or has made less than Morbius in its opening weekend.
Oh really?
So it's under 30
That's
million. It
that's
is
a bummer, man.
it's
That's a bummer.
less than the Marvels. Um,
Hmm.
very
See, I hate picking on a movie that I actually liked and finding out that many people are just choosing not to go see it. Like
yeah.
here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've seen a lot of reviewers say that they were rooting for this movie, they went and saw it, and they didn't feel anything. And that bums me out because I actually almost cried a lot during this
Oh,
movie.
I mean, I don't think it's anything special in this movie though.
I yeah, but I think I disagree. I think that seeing her flashbacks, her life, spoiler warning, on Argo, on the city of Argo,
Mhm.
and growing up in that city and like growing up and finding out what. By the way, the best piece of lore that we got from this whole movie is finding out that Kal-El's parents are the weirdos of Krypton. Like,
Mhm.
um, to know that like everybody else in Krypton seems to be a cool person and like wants to teach their kid good values and not raise them to be a conqueror. That was my favorite part of the whole like little flashback sequence is learning that it's that Kara's dad thinks his brother's a wacko. You know what I mean? And that amused me. It also amused me that we were forced to believe that David Krumholtz was Bradley Cooper's brother. that that was funny. I mean, I'm just saying, like, no shade to David Krumholtz, but I'm just saying, Bradley Cooper and you, that's rough. That's a rough one. But I do think that I really did feel a lot of emotion about the idea that, like, like I've talked about it extensively on the show, right? Like, we all know that there's a million different Superman alternate stories, right, that are all
Mhm.
told that all prove one thing to be true: that if he doesn't end up with Ma and Pa Kent, shit goes sideways, right? He has to be raised by those two people because they make him the
Yeah.
awesome
Yeah.
person he is, right? That's the rule. So I thought it's really cool to learn that Supergirl can still be a good person even though she had a different life, because I think that's important. I'm not like saying anything revolutionary, right? It's not that Superman is the only good person on the planet. It's just that like I liked seeing the story that we got from her was different enough, but she still found a way to uh, realize that, like, through her grief, that she does need Clark. You know, even though they don't know each other at all, they have very little in common other than the fact that they're both biologically the same. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But I like this journey that she went on of finding a way to put that grief behind her, because her grief sucks compared to Clark's, right? Like he never got to know those parents.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah. She has a very lived in experience, whereas Clark, you know, for all intents
yeah.
and purposes, got a really great childhood.
Yeah, like she doesn't need he needs zero therapy compared to her, right? Like that's I think that's the problem with her, if you want to call it a problem, is like I don't know that somebody with the amount of trauma you have should be a practicing superhero. That's a little scary. That said, Batman does it every day. So I guess we're good. You know, like but no, I'm not saying she should hang up the cape. I'm saying I think this movie does a good job of justifying the one line at the end of Superman, which is like, oh yeah, she goes to red sun planets so she can get drunk and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I would love to see where that goes. And it's kind of weird because like when it starts, you're like, okay, I see where this is going. And then it gets hijacked, right? It gets hijacked by somebody else's story. And I think that's the part of the movie that kind of made it a weird Supergirl movie, because
Like I
a
don't.
lot of
It's hard to say she goes like she definitely has an arc in this movie, but like
she does.
she from where she starts and where she ends is like I don't know if it's that much of a change. Like, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think she's just done drinking at the end of the movie.
Yeah, she's like I gotta chill out and go back home.
Yeah,
Like not she doesn't have like this. She doesn't like I'm not gonna kill. I'm not
yeah,
gonna like
and it's fine. You know what I mean? Like we just got done reviewing several other things in the last few months that have low stakes, and we had fun.
mhm.
Uh, so I don't care that the stakes weren't high in this one, other than the fact that they did stop, you know, uh, sex traders. Like they did do that. Like
Yeah.
that was that's in there. Um, that was gross. It was icky. But you know, I'm happy that got dealt with. But at the same time, like that was not like the main point of the movie, right? That was like the sex traders were almost collateral damage for what was the point of the movie, which was my dog got shot. I need to go fix it. Also, it just happens to be that this guy, the same guy who shot my dog, also killed this poor girl's parents. And so
Yeah.
we're just on a double revenge kick. You know what I mean? And like, I understand that the revenge ends up not being the point. The revenge is finding a way to move past your traumas. But I don't think the movie executed on that as well as it could have. Right? Like it just
Yeah. Like she saves Ruthie from this life of vengeance, right? By killing Karem herself, but it's like I don't know. I've you could have I think you could have put a better bow on it. But even the stuff with like I'm fine with her being intertwined with Ruthie with like okay this guy killed my dog, this guy killed or this guy's killing my dog, poisoned my dog, and killed your parents. Cool. But then there's a lot of like oh no you have 3 days to save crypto like but
yeah, but
the
also
days are all the same on every planet and
but
then
also the BS about saying you shouldn't move him because it'll accelerate the poison. But then like she gets poisoned by like 18 darts later and just gets some yellow sun on her and is
yeah
fine.
that's something like just
I'm
you
pretty
got
sure
the sun
just put him in the sun and he's
just
good.
fly him to the sky
You don't need no antidote. Like that's like so I think there's plot holes for sure
just
in
take
the
him
story.
outside
Yeah, like take him outside and you're good. You know, like that's exactly there's some other things that came up in the movie that were have me questioning later, because like you know I think the story was a little less complicated when we just found out, like in Superman, that hey, Jor-El and his wife, they were kind of crazy, right? And they wanted to send Kal-El to this planet that they know he will conquer, right? On paper, that is so shock value that I didn't really stop to think about more than that. But now, when you bring it up again, now I'm questioning it, because when you bring it up again, like now, Zor-El is telling her, "Hey, look, you can go there. You'll be safe. You can find your cousin. You'll have powers." And I'm like, so you all know that you
There's
guys
a
could be
chance
living
that
you could be living a better life if you just found a yellow sun. Why did you stay on Krypton as long as you did? They all have the ability to make escape pods to go to other planets, apparently.
they all have the
And
ability to just fly in space.
once they're in a yellow sun.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I don't understand why the people of Krypton in this universe know biologically what a yellow sun does to them, and they choose to continue living in a red sun. Is it just more affordable? The cost of living is really cheap on Krypton, like because they know it's gonna explode one day. Like I'm trying to understand why they couldn't have, like, because this was over the course of years, right? Like 15 years. I know they didn't find out about the poisoning, the kryptonite poisoning in the soil for a while, but this guy's been sitting on the escape pod plans from his brother for like 15, 16, 17 years. You couldn't have made three of those at least? Like,
take
you
it
know what
for
I
more.
mean? Like, it just got weirder, like, knowing that they had that much time to come up with a plan,
And
but they're like, let's just live in this bottle.
that's what makes it makes going from again from Superman to Supergirl weird. Because
Yeah,
if you leave Supergirl out of Superman, like the movie, and then do something else, and have this movie down the line, you can kind of work those kinks out, right?
yeah, yeah.
Over time.
It should have come later, so they had more time to flesh it out. I agree. I agree. Because this should have been a more empowering movie in a lot of ways. Now that said, I will talk about the things that I loved about this movie. I do love Millie Alcock as Supergirl.
Mhm.
I think she's cool. I think she does a great job of making me understand her. She is a very relatable person. I do get her. I get what she's about. And I think that's really important to see that kind of thing in your superheroes to like understand, like I think Wonder Woman is a cool movie. I think Wonder Woman is a better movie than this. But I also think that like um, Diana of Themyscira is a completely fictional character. Like that's not really relatable at all. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I don't get her thing at all. I just like there's a bunch of jokes about you know uh, Chris Pine's you know Chris Pine having sex with her. There's a lot of sex jokes in the movie. Like it's a lot of weird stuff going on in that movie, but it's cool to watch her kick ass, right? Like this movie is about like a person who is dealing with very real world problems, and
Mhm.
it just so happens that she's super tough. I will say the thing that weirded me out about the movie is like I got cool Star Wars vibes and I got cool Mad Max vibes, but it never achieved the awesome heights that either of those kind of stories
Yeah,
have
like
done, right?
I like the aliens. There's a lot of aliens, a lot
Yeah.
of weird little guys in the background.
I like the idea of seeing that the universe is so vast. It's very Wild West kind of scenario in a lot of places. Very
Mhm.
much like the Outer Rim of Star Wars, or like where not every place can be policed because there's just so many planets out there
Mhm.
that are inhabitable. And so like it kind of helped me recontextualize. Like at one point in the movie, I'm like, Jesus, where are the Green Lanterns? Where are they? But then I thought
Yes.
about it, and like I told my wife about that, and she was like, "Well, the Green Lanterns are more like sheriffs, right, than cops." Like, And I was like, that's fair. They get like one assigned to each sector, right? Like, and sometimes a sector is more than one planet. So,
Oh no, you could have had some Green Lantern.
but what I'm saying is like it makes more sense in a kind of scenario where there's sheriffs, like in the Wild West,
Mhm.
where the way they enforce law is more by putting up bounties on people rather than being able to do preventative stuff, right? And so it makes sense that there's so much lawlessness in the galaxy because there's not a lot of law. It's a very difficult thing to enforce the law out there. So I understood that context of the movie.
Well, on that note, like I think what made is because look, it's going to compare to Guardians a lot, um, but I think Guardians was neat because a lot of the background things, the background isms, were real things, right? You had the Nova Corps, you had the Collector, you had the Kree.
Oh yeah,
These
there's just a
things
ton
just
of
kind of
lore. There's a
there's
ton
a
of
ton
lore.
of built-in lore that makes sense for them to interact, even though they're not interacting in these overarching things that we know them from. They're still existing.
Yeah.
So that
In
was
this
kind of a
movie,
bummer.
in this
They're
movie, the
just
only lore you get is Lobo.
yeah, and
That's it.
Lobo's fine. Lobo, I don't think Lobo overstays his welcome. I'm with you. I don't really care for Lobo, but he fits the bill for what he's needed, right?
I don't know that he was needed in this movie, but I do feel that he was a fun
Yeah,
character
like a
when he shows
character in
up.
passing. But I think
I
you could
didn't
have.
I thought he kind of messed with the vibe, the serious tone of the movie.
Mhm.
Like the movie's dealing with grief, and then he's like showing up and calling people bassages and stuff. And I know that's his thing. I get
Mhm.
it, but like I felt like he was a vibe killer a little bit sometimes. But it's no fault of Jason Momoa. I think he did a perfect job as Lobo.
Yeah, but I wish there was more. There were more like if you're gonna take the
Nuggets,
time to take it
nuggets,
to
right?
space, let's you know maybe just hey have a character say hey let me call the lanterns. We haven't seen a lantern in these parts for
Yeah,
5 years. So
I
like
feel
you
yeah.
can expand the world without showing these things.
I wanted the movie to justify why it needs to be in space more than it did.
Mhm.
Because really the only justification was so she could get drunk.
Yeah,
That's the only reason the movie's in space. And that's kind of a bummer, right? Because it's like but like can't there be other interesting things? Because like Krem was not an interesting character. He was probably
no, this dude's
like
lame. Like this dude can't even go off planet without stealing a ship.
but also he's super strong. Like I'm like, are you gonna explain any of this to me? Like I was so confused by that character. Yeah, like I think all the problems I have with this movie are not about Supergirl herself.
Yeah, it's
It's all the external like the head scratchers that they put in like into deciding when and where this movie had to take place and why. Like I
like
feel
it
like
made no use of the space, like
yes,
of being in
correct,
outer space. And
correct.
look, I'm gonna say this piece because I'm ready for it to be over. I do not want any more action pieces to be set to pop songs. I just don't. I didn't like it in Deadpool. This I didn't like it. What other movie's done it?
All the Guardians.
All the Guardian like the best one was probably the first one I can remember in a long time,
Captain Marvel did it.
which was X Men. X Men, not First Class. Days of Future Past.
I'm gonna agree to disagree on this one because I actually liked it. I know people, a lot of the internet is upset about the needle drop in this movie. I thought it was fine. I didn't mind it.
I'm ready for that trope to just be done.
Good luck, man. Good luck with that being done anytime soon.
Hmm.
I will say this though. Like, I do think that the problem with the needle drop in this movie is there wasn't enough fun music in this movie the rest of the time. Like, it needed because I know it's not James Gunn directing this movie, but if it's going to be Superman adjacent and have a character that is dressed like Superman and wearing the same things as him. Like I want to feel a similar vibe as far as like musical composition goes.
Oh,
And
see,
I
I'm the
felt
opposite.
and I felt like musically this movie was just way not fun, not fun compared to Superman.
This felt like someone trying to do James Gunn,
Sure, sure.
and
I don't know
I
if
think he's
I don't know if I agree with that, but like I do feel like it was definitely somebody trying to steal some visual cues from the Superman universe, but not steal the other cues that were needed to make it feel cohesive.
like I kind of wish they would have taken a different route of like more akin to like like the difference between the Winter Soldier and Ant Man, right?
Yeah,
They're the same toys, but this is a very different, you know,
tonal shift. It's a tonal
tonal
shift.
shift. And whatever that tonal shift could have been, like here, it just seems like
Yeah,
light blue versus dark blue. Like it's a very or dark blue versus navy. Like they're very similar colors on the spectrum where it's like, and again, ideally there's the same power set. So you're not really telling. It's not that a lot of differentiating in the story, and that's kind of it's like, what are
I,
we? What's
I have to say my favorite thing in this movie, really,
hmm.
besides the things I've already mentioned, like the real true favorite thing, unfortunately, Superman. Like every scene that
His
David
stock goes
Cornslick
up. Yeah.
is in, I I found myself with the biggest grin on my face. Like he is the Superman that I need in my life right now. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's so good. And I swear to God, the end of the movie, when he's trying to play it cool, like after Kara says that she thinks she's going to stick around for a while now, and he's like, you can tell he's containing this sense of overjoy. You know, like he wants to like scream or cry or smile or hug her, but he knows that he's got to play it cool, and he's just like containing it all in his face. And I'm like, I love this Superman so much. Like I think he is perfect for the job, and that is why like I can't hate on this movie. I can say that this movie didn't didn't give me everything I wanted it to give me, but it gave me a lot of what I wanted, and especially it gave me the the relationship between her and Superman, and I love that part so much that I can't hate. I will
Yeah, it's
say,
like, are we happy with the pieces that we get at the end of the movie? And I
yeah,
think I am.
I would be happy to see her and Superman and Lobo in future stories. I really would. I
Well,
just
we're
hope
definitely
that
getting her and Superman in a story coming very soon.
I just hope that yeah, in the future the stories matter a little bit more. You know what I mean? Because like I don't know. I feel like can you imagine if the story of Iron Man 2, that was the second movie in the MCU, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Didn't build out the universe a little bit more
Yeah,
and
add in like Nick Fury just didn't show up again, or
yeah, like if it was just like a one-off story that had nothing to do with anything, like
like
that would be a
even like
bummer.
a Brainiac. What's the thing that he? Not the ship, but he has like a some Brainiacism right in the background.
Yeah,
Like,
I
oh
know.
yeah, because that's the thing that's happening
I,
in two movies.
I will say the weirdest thing for me about this movie, like, is that there's no post-credit scene that lets me know what I can look forward to. Like, I just want to feel like I'm in a comic book world, and you always got to say what's next, you know, like, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to. You can let the story stand on its own. But in this case, I felt like you put a bow on the story. I wasn't very satisfied with the bow. So at least get me hyped for something else. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I know I say that, but at the same time, I was like laughing at everybody who got geeked out at the end of the Marvels when the Beast showed up. I was like, really? Did that make the movie for you? Because the movie was bad. Um, so I don't know. I know I'm probably hypocritical for saying that, but like it was weird to me that
I
like
always look at it. regardless of my stay, whenever I get a mint on my pillow at a hotel, in a hotel, it's so good. And that's what those are, the little mints on your pillows.
There you go. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wish I had a mint on the pillow too, for sure.
Oh,
I yeah, but I do like Millie Alcock as Supergirl. I think she's great, and I love David Cornsweet as Superman. And I think Lobo will be fine in future stories. I just kind of wish he wasn't in this one. Like that's
yeah.
just my that's
I'm
my
I'm curious on how female superhero movies move forward. Like
I know it's rough, man.
I think we're getting a Wonder Woman that's on the list, a movie, right? And to date, that and Captain Marvel seem to be the only ones that have like persisted or persevered. But man,
I wouldn't even say Captain Marvel persevered because the sequel tanked hard.
she was in Shang-Chi for like a second.
Fair. Uh,
But it's like, look, that's a big loss. Movies like this can't make $30 million opening weekend. It just
I
can't.
know.
Like
I know.
people are, will be, if they've not ever already been like, oh, because of this.
Yeah, I
And
think what would help is if we stopped firing everybody from their jobs because of AI, so that they can afford to go to the movies. Like that's just a thought. Like
yeah,
I think the thing that's happening right now is that the world is saying, look, I the only power I have is my wallet, and they're just choosing not to pay for things that could be less than stellar. And I don't blame them if they look at that Supergirl trailer and say, I don't know that I need to see that in theaters. You know what I mean? Like, I
yeah,
get it. I get it. I don't think most of the movies I've seen this year needed to be seen in theaters. I just felt like going back to the theaters, and I bought the movie pass for the next 3 months. You know what I mean? But like, that's not everybody's choice. That's not even everybody's an option for everybody. So I get it. I get that, like, people are choosing with their wallets, and they're saying, I'm just gonna go watch Obsession 3 more times. You know what I mean? Because it's a good movie. It's a good movie, and I don't blame you. So I get it, but I will say, if you ever get the chance to watch Supergirl on HBO Max when it's there, check it out
when it's
because
there in 2 weeks, go
oh
watch it.
wow, it's fun. It's fine. It's entertaining. I like the action. I like all uh, the space shenanigans that occur in the movie. I just I just wished it was better. That's all. That's all. I wish it was a better movie. 7 out of 10 for me. It's a 7.
I say 6.5.
Fair enough.
All right.
I'm not gonna fault you.
We're gonna wrap up this week.
In less
We
than three
are.
hours, the X-Men are back.
Are you staying up?
No, maybe.
I,
maybe.
um, they might
I do
already be
love.
back. Did they not go live already?
I think they go live tomorrow morning. Yeah.
But yeah, we're talking about X-Men for the next few weeks, and then Comic-Con time, and then Spider-Man time. So we have our month planned out. But
It's a
until then,
marvelous month. Marvelous,
it's
marvelous
a very
month.
Marvel month. Yep. But until then, true believers. That's it.